Welcome to the free podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Our passion is people, and the next 30 minutes is going to change the next 30 years of your life.
Of winning, living like I'm a millionaire. Got a vision, I'm willing to do anything to get there. Man, I'm driven and building something that people calling rare. Always prepared, I'll teach you when I get there. Taking lessons, it's a blessing. Only happy when progressing. I don't ever second guessing. Know your path, get obsessive. Have a mentor that's aggressive. Teach you things, have objectives. Changing lives from depressive all to something so impressive. Yeah, we all have things standing in the way of our lives.
Hey, welcome everybody. How you guys been doing? We hope you're doing something wonderful today, out enjoying the beautiful weather. Say hey, Oni. Okay. Oni's always on to something fun. Let's all work and be healthy and happy together. Hold hands, sing kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Hey, don't sing it, I'm gonna fight you right now.
You need a creed.
I'm not making no apologies. Oni's like in traffic throwing potatoes at people. He's like borderline going to prison for being an a-hole. I'm just over here doing my thing.
Forcing people to sing Kumbaya and get along.
Meanwhile, we got the talking bush over here popping
The
out.
bonsai tree.
I mean, he does have that cool Japanese chill energy.
I am so zen.
If Zen Garden were a person, it would be Todd's head.
Beep, beep.
Guys, we just want to take a minute, keep things rolling along, talking about this checklist we shared on the last episode for purpose. Talked about abstinence, fasting, and surrender. We're going to talk about surrender when we get to pride. So today we were just going to touch on abstinence, and we're going to talk a little more about fasting and why it's important and where you can find some information about it.
There's some good information out there on it.
Bro, like, you can look up a video.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of good stuff out there, but we were going to name drop a few people where you can look and find some good information. Let's touch first on abstinence. Let's talk about what it really is and what it really looks like.
Oh, no, I do good at the house.
That's valid.
We are not talking about being nuns. We're not talking about being some monk in the mountain by
So
yourself.
Didn't have to shave off all my hair.
You didn't have to shave off all your hair to be a Buddhist monk.
Look here, Chia Pet.
Oni, gotta be nice.
Where we
Say
going?
nice,
I'm
Oni.
sorry.
Be nice,
I'm sorry.
Oni.
I apologize.
Say the mantra.
This is hard. I, Ani, apologize for my rude and ruthless behavior. People are humans, not animals. Eduardo.
Wait.
Y'all got this? I'll be right back. Like, we need water.
We need water. Yeah, you look thirsty.
Well, isn't that wonderful? I'm just saying, pee.
And this is not some extreme thing. The important thing with abstinence is that it is protecting and conserving your energy, especially sexually. So yes, it's not having sex with anybody, but that doesn't mean you're not sexual. I'm a very sexual creature. Anybody that knows me, if you come around me, I'm going to be sexual. I'm going to flirt with you. It's not hiding your sexual nature or avoiding sexual desire or sexual energy. Sexual energy is creative energy. It is a way to protect your energy. So that's not the driving, motivating factor that moves you through life. And instead, you're able to take that energy and put it into something better. Because if you don't put it into something better, it's going to find an outlet.
It's going to explode.
It's like lightning. It's going to ground out somewhere, somehow. Even if you're in a long-term relationship, abstinence should be a practice. It should be something you do regularly. If you're having sex every day in your relationship, you are losing.
Oh.
Because you're depleting yourself so much that you can't keep up. People are like, oh, what do you mean I can't have sex every day? We're together. It's wonderful. We have this great... It's cool, man, if that's what you want to do. But I'm just telling you, you're missing out on a great deal of fulfillment and a great deal of power in your life.
God, that's just a nuclear crime to humanity.
Nuclear
hold on.
crime to humanity.
Who went nuclear? When did Trump
Apparently-
push the button? Is he back in office? Did he push the button? Who let him push the button?
I love that we
Why
get to
are we
carry
letting this
around
guy
that
push
button.
it? I know. I'm glad he's got a button. Can I push the button? If I push the button,
Are
does
you
that
the
make me-
president?
I'm the president of the world, so I get 2 buttons. Because I'm president of the world.
You get one for Nukes and you get one for Eduardo.
Oh yes, we have a button to release Eduardo. That's worse than
That
nukes.
sounds
I would
terrifying.
rather nukes than releasing Eduardo the fighting chicken.
I would rather it end quickly than be attacked by a chicken.
Yeah, I'm eating Eduardo, bro. That's some angry chicken. I bet he's spicy. He's like habanero
He jerk
chicken.
chicken.
You ain't even got to season that dude. You just throw him in the grease and he's just automatically delicious.
Yes, I totally agree.
So I want you to think about that. Even if you're in a long-term relationship where you have sexual intimacy, think about practicing abstinence very temporarily, maybe a day, maybe a couple of days at a time. Everybody's different, but give yourself a chance to recharge and rebuild, you and your partner. I think we're going to do a whole episode on sex, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. Think of abstinence as a way to recharge, protect your energy, conserve it, build it back up. And that's absolutely critical, like we were talking about in the SWANS swan tail with Jimmy. If he gets depleted and he's not taking care of himself, everybody gets depleted and deficient really quick. Everything falls like a house of cards. The key to abstinence is to remove the control the sexual nature has in your life over you.
And you can keep your hair.
You know what we need to do?
No.
We should host turtle races.
Turtle races are boring.
I feel like we should put Eduardo on a turtle, and that could be his battle animal.
I got one even better.
Because
Eduardo's going to be riding an alligator named Edgar.
I mean, that's full Louisiana.
I was about to say.
What are they, cousins?
They're both from
Edgar and Eduardo. They have alligators.
They can smuggle them over there.
They have crocodiles.
Crazy Edgar, the she alligator that will bite your leg off.
And she's mean.
Yeah, Edgar's mean. Karen ain't crazy, but Edgar is.
Hey, girl.
I will fry Edgar up.
All right, so we want to bring up the physical. We're talking about fasting. Being physically healthy does not mean being a supermodel or a bodybuilder.
But I go to the gym 7 days a week, 90 minutes a day.
I'm proud of you for being so dedicated and disciplined and not letting other things control your life.
It ain't even counting me.
And guys, I'm just going to tell you, I'm really fit. I'm really healthy. I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week for about an hour. I'm a really healthy person. I eat halfway decent. I avoid the drive-thru. That's all you're focusing on. You're trying to be healthy in general, a healthy lifestyle. And all this stuff adds up later, and we'll explain more what it means. Let's talk about where you can find some good information on fasting.
I know where you can find some good content. We got Dr. Eric Berg.
Oh, I like that guy. He's really cool.
Great. He's got a lot of content on fasting as well as health stuff for the body.
He's really got some cool stuff out there. So if you want to know what fasting does to you physically, tune into this guy.
It's not that hard. It's really not. You can learn it from videos.
Another guy we got is Dr. Miles Monroe. Now, he's a preacher. He talks about fasting more in a spiritual sense, and he talks about prayer. So if you're not into the religious, I don't blame you. But he really puts fasting in perspective in a really fun way, and a really easy to digest and understand metaphor that just makes you feel like, okay, I get what fasting is now.
Bro, just listen to the video.
I encourage you to check into it. When we explain later what prayer really is, it's going to blow your mind. And it ain't what most people make it out to be. We're not sitting around in some closet with some beads somewhere, asking some unseen force to get up out of his chair and do something for us, like a genie in a bottle. That's not what it is. We'll talk about that later. Check out Dr. Miles Monroe. He's got a lot of good stuff on fasting. Another dude, you've probably seen this dude, Todd. A lot of people have probably seen this dude. It's Gary Brecka.
The ultimate human.
He has so much useful stuff on how to be healthy in general, because you can't avoid all of the unhealthy junk that's out there because it's in everything. Everything is full of everything.
It's frightening.
It's scary how much unhealthy junk they put in our food and everything else. So check out Gary Brecka. He has tons of content out there. But that's what fasting is, such a powerful tool. It makes your body back to its original healthy state. It's like a reset button. Who's ever been playing the game and you get mad and you're just like, reset button? Don't we wish we had a button for certain people in our life?
I just want a button for like every time I mess up or something doesn't go my way and I rewind.
Reset button.
No, do not. I will send Eduardo to your house.
He comes in riding on his crazy Edgar the alligator.
Roar!
What you need to understand about it is you might have to fast more than one time. So there's intermediate fasting that a lot of people do with exercise. You hear a lot about that, where they go certain periods of time without eating and only eating in certain windows of the day. That's super helpful. My personal lifestyle, I try to eat once a day. Wake up, exercise, live my day, and only eat at supper time every night. So basically I'm fasting 24 hours every day. Make no mistake. I eat more food in one sitting normally than people do in a whole day. Todd see me, we go in public. People are like, you ordering that much food? Every time they take my order somewhere, they immediately offer me a to-go box. And I'm like, no, I'm going to eat all that now. They look at me in disbelief.
They keep coming back saying, do you need a to-go box?
Yeah. So I eat plenty.
How do you eat all that food and look so good?
I eat plenty. We were not built to eat constantly. Eating constantly keeps your energy diverted to digestion. So when you learn to eat less often by practicing fasting as a lifestyle, then your energy can be diverted into more healthy things and you can be way more productive Your mind works way better. Everything works better. The physical process of fasting itself resets the physical cells in your body. It burns out all the trash. It restores your cells back to their original frequency and what they were intended to operate on. Because everything in you is vibrating. It's all a frequency. Everything's frequency. We want you to know that. And fasting resets that to the frequency you were intended to operate on. Todd, how do you think you make fasting really powerful?
Have you tried turning it on and back off again? Are you holding your tongue right?
What really makes fasting powerful, it isn't just going without food. Going without food could quickly turn into an eating disorder. That's just not eating. And when you go without food, your body does these certain physical things to your body on its own, naturally, up to a certain point. And if you're not used to it, your body's going to have a hard time dealing with that. So it's something you build up to. The key to fasting is to feed the mental and feed the spiritual in place of all the food that you eat. If all you're living for is the next meal, if food controls your life, if that's what drives you, now you take away that power. Now you're able to feed the mental and the spiritual in the most powerful way. What does that mean? That means instead of eating lunch, read a book. Feed your brain, because what you put in the mind is what you get out. Well, what does it mean for the spiritual? It means instead of sitting on the couch eating potato chips for 2 hours watching a movie, meditate a little bit or go for a walk at the park.
Go put your toes in the grass.
Yeah.
Ground yourself.
Absolutely. Get out in nature and pick up some of that good energy nature has to offer. It's everywhere.
Yes, that would be lovely.
We spend so much time in the artificial environment, in buildings and houses and cars, all these places that are synthetic, and we miss out on all that good stuff nature just has there for us. So that's what we mean by feeding the spiritual. And if you are religious and you like to pray, spend time praying. Or if you're non-religious, you could spend time speaking daily affirmations and speaking out loud. What does that do? That feeds your spiritual and that programs your subconscious. We'll get into that. The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Read it. It's good. You need it.
So the takeaway is what makes fasting powerful is eating plants.
No, not eating plants. No. Spending time with plants because plants are friend, not our food.
So eat the book. But the books come from plants.
No, don't eat the book either. No. Your mind eats the book when you read it.
So my mind eats the plants.
Yes, through Wi-Fi.
Sorry, Eduardo attacked me and accidentally hung up. I'm trying to feed him gummy bears right now, so he'll leave me alone.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
Eggs and bunnies. It keeps him in tip-top shape because he likes treats.
That's weird.
Okay,
So,
we have more moral implication.
so now the chicken's eating eggs?
They do that for real.
Eduardo eats whatever Eduardo wants.
Yes. All right, guys, we've given you some good tips. Todd, share with everybody kind of how you've experienced fasting and how it's been powerful in your life.
A couple years ago, I used to eat 3 meals and snacks in between all the time. And
All the eating. Constant eating.
But I also didn't do much. As time went on, I slowly stopped eating as much till I kind of built up towards not eating breakfast or not eating lunch some days.
And it takes practice and work. You don't just like, I'm going to fast for 3 weeks. Work on it and build up to it.
My body was so used to eating all the time that it was like, hey, it's time to eat. No.
And that's something important to point out. As you practice fasting and you get better at it, people are like, don't you get hungry? I'm like, no. People will cook food around me and you would think I'd be starving to death smelling all this food at lunchtime.
It takes time though.
When it's supper time, my body gets very hangry very quickly because it knows I eat at supper time every day. Your body does what you train it to do, just like an athlete.
And another really interesting thing, as my time and energy opened up, I got a lot more creative. I felt a lot more outspoken, a lot more confident in myself, but I also started to see things brighter. Colorful.
What do you mean? Did you take your sunglasses off?
Ooh, shiny.
That's what it felt like. I didn't know I had sunglasses on.
Felt like you've been living with sunglasses your whole life?
It was more like black and white to Technicolor.
Oh, okay.
It was a big change. And whenever I did my first 3-day fast,
it lit you up.
like a Christmas tree on Christmas morning.
Yeah. And that's what it does. It resets your body. And another thing I want you to take into account is when you're going without food, your body says, okay, guys, we don't know how long before we're going to get food. Let's go into predator mode. And it heightens your senses to levels you would never imagine. Your sight, your smell, your hearing, all of it. So it's like turning the knob way up on your experience of the world around you. You experience everything in such a more vibrant, more intimate way than you could ever imagine. That communal time that you feel with nature, that's what feeds the spiritual. While you're fasting, get out and experience the world, experience life. I don't mean ride around in your car and jam to your favorite music all day. Get out, go to the park, go to the beach, go to the mountains, go wherever you like, where you find your happy place. I fasted recently about a month ago.
Yeah, and you said that was the best fast you
That
ever
was
come
the
off.
best fast I've ever had in my whole life. It hit 90-something hours, and that sounds like a lot. Man, I'm telling you, I wasn't hungry. I went to the park every day and spent a lot of time in the spiritual, meditating, praying. Bro, it was powerful.
Whenever I saw him eat, though, he was glowing.
Oh, yeah, I was happy to eat, boy.
One of the best parts of a fast is how good that food tastes at the end of
Oh, man, it's the best. You could just tell it changes who you are. It changes you physically. It changes you mentally and spiritually if you take time to feed the mental and spiritual healthy stuff. And guys, we've had a lot of experience with this stuff. We've been working on it the last couple of years. Oni has, I have,
it.
Todd has.
Yeah, I'm going on about a year and a half now.
Yeah, we've all been working on this stuff we're sharing with you, and it's a journey, man. It's something you work on. Nobody's perfect. All we're trying to do is encourage you to get up and give it a shot. Try to skip a snack today. Look, Swans, we love you. This has been fun today. This has been a great little time to just jump in and say, hey, and we just want to encourage you, exercise, be healthy. Don't let the sex and the food control your life. You control your life. We're going to get into identity next episode, and we're going to talk more about what this checklist adds up to. There's a critical aspect this unlocks when you successfully achieve it. And we're going to get into that next episode in identity. So make sure you tune in.
We love you, Swans.
We love you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Be encouraged. Be on the good stuff. Focus on the healthy. Avoid the unhealthy. Keep going. Don't be discouraged if you ever fall or mess up. It's all okay. Just keep going. Every day's a new day. Get up and do it again. Try
Just
again.
keep swimming.
All right. We love you guys.
All right, we love you.
Tell everybody bye, Oni.
Bye-bye.
In my soul, I'm on a roll, I'm going all in, never fold. I'm in control, the driver's seat is made of gold. I'll teach you how to do it one day.